Hey everybody, welcome to another bonus episode of Randing and Raving. We are back with Joe Rand, Chief Creative Officer for Howard Hanna Rand Realty and Real Estate Raconteur. The premise of this series is very simple. We have listeners call in to 480-270-4590 and leave a question or a comment for Joe to respond to. Joe has no idea which voicemail I'm going to play for him, and we just sit back, relax, and let Joe go. So let's get this show on the road. Joe, how you doing today?
I am great, Bill. How are you today as we record this? April 1?
Yeah.
It's April Fool's Day. It's opening day for baseball.
Yes.
Big day. It's Compass's IPO takes a certain amount of boldness, Bill, to go IPO on April Fool's Day. It's too, you just lend yourself to so many different things that will be posted today about it. But it's a great day. It's a beautiful day, beginning of April, and really the beginning of spring for us baseball fans. This is when spring starts, right?
Oh my gosh. Look, I've spent a lot of time in baseball, and it's my favorite day of the year. And to top it off, the Masters is always right around the corner. It's a week away from the Masters. So for a sports fan, there's nothing better than right now.
And we need it because last year we didn't really have it.
No.
We didn't have opening day last year. And we did have a season, but we had opening. And I know you're a Tampa Bay fan.
I support the team. I support the team where I live. I'm not like all those carpetbagger Yankee fans that come down here. And I know Steinbrenner was from Tampa, so
yeah. I'm a New Yorker, and I'm a fan of New York teams. And if I moved, I'm sure I'd still be a fan of New York teams. But and I don't understand people that can just shift alliances like that. That just seems to me to be. How do you do that? That's like.
I have the answer to that. Now we're going to go off on a tangent here, but here's the answer.
Oh, okay.
I grew up in San Diego.
Sure.
Guess what happens when you go to a Padres or a Chargers game in San Diego?
There's nobody there. It's really quiet.
Nice. Stop it. Over half the fans there are rooting for the other team because they all left their godforsaken cities to come to the greatest city on earth, San Diego. And it imprints in your brain the fact that these people left those places. So guess what? Yeah. You support where you live. And I know it's a contrarian view. I'm kind of ranting here. But it's been a pet peeve of mine since I was 10 years old. And so I said, well, if I ever left San Diego, I would root for the team where I live. And I'm one of that small minority of people who, look, there's a deep love for the Padres, nothing for the Chargers because they went to LA. But
yeah, sure, they're done.
But look, I support the team where I live. I think and look, last year it paid off because we got the Lightning and the Bucks get wins.
That's true.
And the Rays went to Game 6 in the World Series. So it worked out for me.
You had a good year. This was a good year. I didn't even think about the fact that I didn't put that together. But good year for you, Tampa Bay fans. Yeah. And I think it's interesting. I loved the only thing that I really got out of the Super Bowl was I loved seeing Tom Brady win because it made all my Boston friends so deeply unhappy they were just so miserable. And anytime the Boston fans are unhappy, I think the rest of us are happy. So that was.
I think the entire universe is happy. It's a whole great place.
Even people not of the earth, like people like from
correct things get aligned.
They Boston. That makes sense.
There's peace and harmony everywhere. It's amazing.
All right. So we got questions.
All right, you ready?
We gotta go.
I got a question. I got a question for you today. We just do one question, and so I'm going to go ahead and play this for you. Here we go, Joe. Here's a question for you for Randing and Raving.
Yeah, I have a question for Joe Rand. This is Jay Thompson, and what I want to know is Zillow the spawn of the devil? For 15 freaking years, people have been bitching and whining that Zillow is going to replace them and take their jobs. True or false? Let us know.
Wow, Jay Thompson sent me a question. The Phoenix real estate guy now living in Texas, living his best life. He, by the way, I think Jay's the best writer in real estate, and I say that as a writer. I think he's a great writer. I think he's a really good guy. And he's rubbing it in on this kind of semi-retirement that he's on. I mean, every day on Facebook, it's another fish. He's down there. I don't know if he's in Corpus Christi or Austin or something, but someplace on the water because every day it's another fish. It's like you go, Bill, what do you think? I guess he eats them. But what do people do? Here's my question to you.
He's got a big smoker. It's either fish or something on the smoker, or something new.
He's such a real man. He's got that mustache. Yeah. He's fishing. He's probably hunting. He's got the smoker going. No, he's a really good guy, and I'm happy for him. I do have to say, like, Bill, what do people do? What do fishermen do when they retire? Like, he's fishing all the time, but like, if you made your living fishing, would you go fishing? Or do they go work in an office somewhere and like make copies and
I think
write a blog?
you take
oh, I'm so glad.
You take an internship at a Fortune 500 company, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you're retired now. You don't have to fish anymore. So now you go and you're like, hanging around the office and, doing stuff. Like, that's good. You get productive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, Jay asked about Zillow. Let's just put this on the table. I mean, Jay worked for Zillow for like years and years after, building a great career as a real estate professional in Arizona. But he leaves and the whole place goes crazy. He was the only one holding that thing together. Like, I mean, Jay spent 10 years, every chance he got, he would say, Zillow's not going to be a real estate broker. Zillow's not a real estate broker. Zillow's not a real estate broker. He's gone 6 months. They bring in Brett Calthorpe or whatever the hell it is. They bring in Brett. And like a month later, they announced they're going to be a broker. Like, I mean, 10 years you were telling us they're not going to be a broker. I mean, I think that Jay literally had Zillow will not be a broker tattooed on his chest so that when he was at Inman conference and someone would say anything, he could just like tear open his shirt like Superman and say, read the chest. Zillow will not be a real estate broker. And Bill, I got to be honest, that's probably an expensive tattoo to remove. That's a lot of letters.
Yeah.
That's a Zillow will not be broke. It's like 15 letters.
We don't see Jay topless while he's fishing. I think that's why.
No. I think he would get it removed because he doesn't want to say you're not going to be, if they are now a real estate broker. But so he'd keep Zillow and he'd keep the BRO in broker, get rid of everything else. And then it's just Zillow bro on his chest. So he walks around shirtless in Corpus Christi, walking down the pier, and people are waving at him going, hey, Zillow bro. Hey, Zillow bro. How's it going? He's like, yeah, that's me. I'm the Zillow bro. That's him. You see, I totally. What do you think Earl Samuelson got as his tattoo?
I'm going to say right now, we have somebody listening to the show who's really good with Photoshop, and we need Jay Thompson Zillow bro tattoo images.
Internet,
ASAP.
Internet, do your thing. Internet,
Yeah,
get us a picture of Jay with the tattoo.
Yes.
All right. So Jay asked the question: Are they the greatest evil? Well, I've written about Zillow in both my books, saying how smart they are and how they identify. We had real estate agents for years saying, "Call me for a free CMA." Call me for a free CMA, which was nonsense. It was just call me and I'll do a listing presentation at your house and try to get you to sell. It was like literally a timeshare pitch that we were giving. And we didn't really want to service that need. And then Zillow, whatever its flaws, it was an attempt to actually answer this question that people had of what their home is worth. They have done a brilliant job with it. They've built up an unbelievable brand. They're now synonymous with like home search. They're unbelievable. And as someone that works with a company that ostensibly competes with them in HomeSnap, the company that I work with as part of my work with the BPP, they're a daunting challenger. They're very smart. Do I think they're evil? No, I think it's like, Bill, is a shark evil? The shark's doing what a shark does. I just watched with my kids the other day. I watched this documentary, My Octopus Teacher. You know My Octopus Teacher? It's a documentary about a guy who basically falls in love with an octopus.
Yes.
He doesn't have sex with the octopus. I know you think that he had sex with the octopus. He does not. It's a very platonic love that they have.
Yep.
It's a very good movie. It's very interesting. And the shark plays I don't want to give away the ending. Can I give away the ending? I think if you don't want to know what happens at the end of my teacher, my octopus teacher, you just stop listening now, because at the end, a shark eats the octopus. It's very sad when the shark eats the octopus, but the guy doesn't stop the shark because the shark is doing what it does. Zillow's doing what it does. Nobody should blame Zillow for doing what it does, which is the company and the companies, they're genealogically, congenitally predisposed to grow and to expand. And that's what they've done.
Right.
And it's up to everybody else, like Bill, you're a sports guy. Whenever someone complains, like in a pro sport, let's forget, not like college and stuff, but like in a pro sport, when like,
let's go with the Golden State Warriors. Remember how
the Golden State Warriors, when they run up the score on the Celtics or whatever, and they're running it up, and like people complain, oh, they're just running up the score now. It's like, well, it's your job to stop them.
Yes.
Don't blame them.
Yes.
It's your job to stop them. So like listen, I've written 2 books, and the basic point of the book is that the only way this industry fights off disruption, the only way we fight it off is we get better.
Yeah.
We got to do a better job for our clients. And that goes for Zillow, and that goes for Redfin, and it goes for Open Door, and it goes for, if you think of Compass as a competitor, whatever, you got to do a better job. We got to do better. We got to be stronger. And, that's, I think, what Jay often says when people will be criticizing Zillow. And he's right. I mean, he's right. He was wrong about the Zillow will never be a real estate broker. So that became an expensive and painful situation for him with the whole tattoo thing. But he's right that it's not their job to look out for our interest.
Yeah.
It's your own interest. You got to look out for yourself.
Yep.
They're not doing anything. They don't do anything illegal. They're doing what they do, and they're good at it. So we got to be better. That's basically that's the core response to that.
Joe, when I hear that answer, in all seriousness, that's who you are. That's what you teach. That's what you've been telling people for over a decade.
Yeah.
Is be the best you. The stories that I read in How to Be a Great Real Estate Agent, and look, this is not every week going to be a plug for your book, but
no, we should absolutely plug my book every single week. We missed last week, and my sales dipped significantly because of it.
But
from 1 to 0 over the course of the week.
That's an infinite increase from 0 to 1. So I'm happy with that.
We have a big chance to show some growth this week.
But I mean, the story of Bill and the rock salt. I mean, it's just. Yeah. Those are the kind of things. And if you want to read that story, go to Amazon.
Read the book. Yeah. Buy the book. $19.
No, I think it's great. Joe, once again, another, let's see, I've used our use. I got to get another swish from 32 feet, well beyond the 3-point line.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to run out of sports.
It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Or listening. No one's watching, but thank you for listening.
Thanks so much for checking out Randing and Raving with Joe Rand on the Real Estate Sessions podcast. Please remember to subscribe to the podcast. You can always throw in a rating and review. That helps as well. And to leave your question or comment for Joe, the number is 480-270-4590. Cheers.
See you, Bill.